Okay, what is up guys? It is Aiden here, and I guess I somewhat lied because that last video that I made, I even titled it My Last Video. Is it technically my last video now because I'm making this video? And I'm not coming back to YouTube. I'm not going to make videos on the regular again. This video is more so just like a one-off, a special video that I'm going to make. And I will, probably within the next few weeks, because I'm thinking I might make a anime talk video because I've been watching some anime, reading some manga and whatnot. So I might make a video of that kind. So basically what this video is going to be, it's pretty much me just showing you guys and giving you guys a tour, even though I've never been there before, and I've always wanted to go to this place for a while because I've heard things about it, the way it looks on the internet, and because there's very few videos of it on the internet, but of the few that I've seen, it just really makes me want to go there. So basically what this video is going to be, like I said, it's going to be me showing you guys the inside of the shop Minotaur. Now basically what Minotaur is it is a anime and manga and comics shop, pop culture, whatever the fuck they call it, shop in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, where, I live. Though it's actually in the city, and I don't really go to the city that often, but I'm actually going there today for a different reason, and that's for, my job that I'm hoping to get into, which is, being a security guard. Yes, I'm trying to be a security guard, guys. But then after that, I'm hoping to go to Minotaur. So basically, like I said, going back into it again, Minotaur is like an anime and manga and pop culture comic store or whatever in Melbourne. And from what I've seen, it looks pretty big. The rest of the anime and manga shops that I've seen in Melbourne seem pretty small, but in comparison to Minotaur, I mean, damn, they just look like tiny as fuck. So yeah. This place looks pretty fucking legit. The prices, as I kind of expected before I even inspected on the prices online, are expensive as fuck. At the moment, I'm not really looking to buy anything anime and manga wise, just because I'm wanting to buy other things, like clothes and stuff like that. And I'm just, pretty broke in general, and I don't really have the money to ball out and buy anime and manga like I used to. I've had to actually sell a lot of my anime and manga stuff, unfortunately, just because, I was a bit reckless, in spending my money on a lot of anime and manga stuff. Broke as fuck at the moment, and I'm not really looking to buy anything in there. I just really kind of want to look around and stuff like that, just because, like I said, the place looks fucking huge. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I gotta go get ready. Bye. See you there. Alright guys, so obviously we made it inside Minotaur. This store was fucking legit. It was fucking amazing. I didn't buy anything, but the experience was really fucking good just because dude, there was so much anime and manga. More so manga, but you know, it was just crazy, man, because there was just so much anime and manga stuff in one spot, in the flesh, right in front of me. I was just like, I was pretty much overwhelmed, man, and I'm sorry about the shitty quality of the footage. My iPhone 4 died, and I had to whip out my old iPhone 3, and the video quality was just not that good. But I did what I could. I couldn't do anything about it, so it is what it is. So, just a bunch of manga back there. As you can see right now, a bunch of Sailor Moon stuff. More manga. There was so much goddamn manga, man. It was fucking crazy. Some Assassination Classroom. I think, yeah, there's some Barakamon there. That anime is so fucking underrated, man. If you want a feel-good series, kind of like Silver Spoon, Non Biori, or even recently, Ori Monogatari, watch Barakamon. That series is so fucking underrated. I need a season 2, man. So yeah, so much goddamn manga. If you are a manga fan, especially, because there was a decent amount of anime, in fact, a pretty big selection of anime, but there was probably, I'd say, 2 or 3 times more manga than there was anime in the store. And if you're just like a manga fan and you were like in this fucking store, in the flesh, you would probably jizz your pants. You would ejaculate like heavily because of the manga greatness in this store. So more manga, fucking crazy, okay? So yeah, it was just fucking overwhelming. So yeah, pulling out a Dragon Ball color volume, I think. I really wish they would do this for One Piece, but they're only doing it for Dragon Ball, so it is what it is. As you can see in the left right there, as I'm about to pull out the Avatar comics, currently reading them at the moment, currently up to Smoke and Shadow Part 2, that's Part 3 right there, which I've already pre-ordered because Avatar Last Airbender is the fucking shit. The comics are actually really good as well. There wasn't actually any Legend of Korra stuff in the store though, so that was kind of strange. Or maybe there was and I didn't see it, but from what I could see, there wasn't any Legend of Korra stuff. This really fucking surprised me. This was a One Piece puzzle. I was like, what the fuck? That's when I knew at that point, that early on in the store, that this place, Minotaur, was legit. They just had everything, man. Like 90%, in terms of just the manga, there was probably like 95% of the anime, maybe like 98. What the fuck, Aiden? Okay, 98, 99%. Bitch, get out of my footage. Just kidding, she was alright. 98 or 99% of the manga that I could name off the top of my head was in this store. Like, they just had an amazing selection. It was just crazy, man. So, One Piece manga box sets 1 and 2 there. Don't have 1. I do have number 2 in my possession, though. So, yeah. More manga. God damn, this place was fucking huge. So, manga there. Just some Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball volumes. And then coming up, as you can see right there, the 3-in-1 volumes, I think. Is that it? I don't really know. Bleach, and more Bleach. Got some Cell World. Keep hearing about that anime like it's similar to Sword Art Online or some shit. I don't really know. 20th Century Boys. I feel like I am committing a crime by not having finished the Monster anime yet, because to me it's easily top 3 all time and just, yeah, one of the best anime of all time, man. That shit is fucking amazing. If you haven't experienced any Naoki Urasawa, any of his works before, do yourself a favor and do so, because his shit is fucking amazing. He is easily one of the best mangaka of all time. So yeah, just more manga. There was like I said, in this store I probably saw about 98 or 99% of the manga that I could, think of off the top of my head. But I don't think I actually saw, because I've reviewed, a lot of the footage. I may see it now, watching it again, doing this commentary. But I didn't actually see like Yu Yu Hakusho, Toriko, Kuroko no Basket, and some other manga. Like, I didn't see them, and which I thought was kind of strange, because those manga, as you can see, some Fullmetal Alchemist right there, those manga are pretty fucking mainstream, to say the least. And so it was pretty surprising not to see them. But other than that, man, they pretty much had everything. Of course, they had to have some Attack on Titan. They had a shitload of Attack on Titan, man. Some more Assassination Classroom, Attack on Titan, Junior High, and all this other Attack on Titan stuff. Like, seriously, fucking the mangaka whose fucking name, how could I forget his name, man? God damn it. I don't really know. I'm just brain dead right now, because it's really fucking early in the morning. Some Dead Man Wonderland right there. He full on, like,
the Attack on Titan mangaka, man, he cashed in hardcore, which, you know, I'm not really mad about. People get angry about all the time. As you can see, some Death Note there, the black editions. They didn't actually have any like normal Death Note volumes in there, which I was kind of surprised about. So yeah, but yeah, the mangaka of Attack on Titan, man, he cashed in, which people, you know, some people are mad about, but at the end of the day, it's his job, you know. That's probably going to be like his only hit series. Like, I'm not going to make any assumptions, but that, I mean, that Attack on Titan was just super fucking popular, man. You see some Berserk there, so I doubt he's gonna make a series even more popular than that. Might as well cash in and make some money, man, because at the end of the day, it's your fucking job, it's your occupation. Might as well make as much money as you can, if that makes sense. I don't even know why I talked about that for so long. So yeah, just more manga. The collection they had was just fucking crazy. I cannot reiterate it enough. Like, the footage just doesn't do it justice, man. There was just so much manga in there. Some Medaka box. That is actually an anime that I've heard is really underrated. And, like, I guess, like, the pictures and small clips that you see of it is really deceiving. And apparently it's, like, a really good anime. It's not just tits and ass. Speaking of tits and ass, Fairy Tail. Just randomly pulled out Volume 6. I don't really know why. So yeah, just walking over here, some Luffy figures, I guess. I don't really know. So just some more anime miniature figures, Totoro, Studio Ghibli and shit. Here we have just a huge amount of wall scrolls and posters and stuff. I just pulled out a random one, having no idea what it was. Then I found out it was a One Piece wall scroll with Ace and Luffy. I believe that's from episode like 478. Not really entirely sure, 1 or 2 episodes, give or take. So up here, I can't really see what that... I can't really see, like, much on footage because I can't really see that well because the footage just wasn't that good of quality. Like, it's just so annoying that my fucking iPhone 4 died. I mean, the iPhone 3, as you can see, some Hunter x Hunter there. Togashi greatness. He's coming back this year, guys. Fuck yeah, it's about time. Let's just hope he doesn't go on another hiatus. But of course, you know, there was that whole article published of him, you know, having, you know, problems with, I think it was back problems or just health problems and just, you know, having to deal with the in and outs of being a mangaka. It's a tough life, guys, you know. So, you know, gotta cut people some slack. So yeah, can't wait for Togashi to come back. Even though I'm not gonna watch the manga, and it's gonna probably be like a kajillion years until the anime comes back, but you know, it is what it is. What was I even talking about? I just completely lost track of what I was talking about before Hunter x Hunter. So yeah, looking at the Naruto volumes, I actually sold like all of my Naruto volumes, unfortunately for like half price, and they were all in like perfect condition, by the way, and I had to sell them because of course I was broke, and yeah, I was pretty fucking desperate, so I sold them all in pretty much perfect condition for half price. So obviously up to the One Piece volumes there. One Piece is my favorite series of all time. Back there, we saw volume 14. I've been putting off getting that volume for so long. I don't know why, but I've just never really gotten it. As you saw back there as well, just a bunch of the newer One Piece volumes, got to get them. One Punch! Okay, we got Mumen Rider on the front cover. Love that series. When is season 2 coming? I don't know. I'm fucking hyped. So yeah, we got some Rurouni Kenshin right here. And by the way, I just want to put it out there. I mean, you're pretty deep in already, and you might have already done so, but if you don't really want to, like, hear my voice, and you just want to see the footage, then just, you know, mute the video and put over some calming-ass music or some shit like that. So yeah, you can do that if you want, because my voice can get pretty annoying, and I'm just talking a bunch of bullshit right now. I don't really need to do it, but I didn't really get to talk in the video itself whilst I was recording it, just because, for one, the store was actually pretty packed for a Thursday afternoon. As you can see, a bunch of pop figures here, and it was just really hard to try and talk because, for one, it would have been like super fucking awkward. It was already awkward as it was, that I was kind of like, because look, I'm like 6'5", man, and it looked really fucking awkward when I was like, you know, leaning down and trying to get like good shots with like good angles and shit, and that was like really awkward as it was, and would have been like a kajillion times more awkward if I tried to talk and stuff, so I couldn't really do that. And I was trying to, like, you know, dodge people, trying to weave through the crowd and shit, and it was really fucking hard to do so. And, you know, people were trying to look at shelves where I was recording, and so I kind of had to move back and out of the way sometimes. And so, and yeah, I didn't want to get in the way, man. And that's why, you know, some of the, you know, the manga shops, unfortunately, I kind of had to rush through because, like, when I was recording it, I saw someone on the side of me. You couldn't really see it in the footage. They were kind of trying to, like, look in look at the shelves and I was kind of blocking their way. So, you know, because I'm a nice person, I'm a nice guy, I got out of the way. So, as you can see right here, even though I'm not really into it, a big part of Minotaur is their selection of, as you can see, Leonardo DiCaprio in his turtle form there. Gotta love Leo, finally won that Oscar. So yeah, like I said, even though I'm not really into like comics and stuff like that, they did have a pretty big selection of it back there a while ago, probably like a couple seconds, like a minute ago or some shit like that. They had a shit ton of like comics and stuff. They have a really good selection. So yeah, if you like comics and stuff, go to this fucking place, okay? So hentai, gotta give that thumbs up. As we all fucking know, hentai is life. Yaoi, that shit's the afterlife, because fuck that. Okay, so yeah, Gold Throbber, become so horny, of course. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, man, fucking they just had fucking everything. They even have yaoi. Look at this shit. How many fucking anime and manga stores, or just stores in general, have an extensive, not just like hentai. When they have an extensive hentai collection, that's not completely out of the ordinary. But when they have an extensive yaoi collection as well, you know the store is legit. So just a bunch of hentai, just some random bitch with her ass out. Like when they have an extensive hentai and yaoi collection, that's when you know the store's legit, man. That's when you know this store is the shit. Even though I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but yeah, just saying. So yeah, just pulling out a bunch of random hentai and yaoi DVDs and stuff. What the hell's this shit? Raid and Laid? The fuck? That looks like some fucking, what's it called? Lolly shit. Ugh. Don't look. If people like that shit, it is what it is. I can't really judge what you do because I'm not you, but lolly stuff to me is just fucking disgusting. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you're into that shit, that's on you. So yeah, what the hell did I say? I can't. God, that fucking glare just got really fucking annoying. It was bad enough that the video quality was bad. As you can see, a bunch of tits there. Gotta love titties. Yeah, it was bad enough that the quality of the video quality wasn't that good. But then the glare and just, the lighting. I don't know, the lighting for this video just really bothered me whilst I was editing the original footage, the raw footage. It just really bothered me, but yeah, just showing off, like I said, the extensive hentai and yaoi collection. You gotta do that shit when you're in a store like this. So walking over here, we're gonna look at some anime. And I was actually, see those two guys that you just saw right there. I think they were actually talking about like Bento, which is like the shopping noodle anime or some shit. I don't even really know. And the series K. And it's kind of cool to, you know, see people talk about anime and manga extensively in a really in-depth conversation, because they were really talking about anime and manga, you know, as you can see them right there. I was kind of, you know, slightly just creepily listening in on their conversation whilst I was recording this footage. And look, at the end of the day, anime and manga is a niche. Not many people nowadays are really into anime and manga as opposed to, you know, back in the day. And it's just not something, like I said, that people are really into nowadays. And people always get frustrated when, you know, they say like, oh, why is Family Guy and American Dad on fucking TV when, like, you know, like a Cell World is 1,000,000 times better. Me and my friends think that. We think that Family Guy and American Dad is shit, and a Cell World is like a cajillion times better. Like, of course it should be on TV as opposed to American Dad and fucking Family Guy. Fuck those shows, okay? People are always like that, and they always get caught up in their emotions and fail to realize that what you and your 10 friends think is completely irrelevant. What is relevant is what the world thinks. What most people want. That's what the TV shows, you know, these stores, why we get DVD and Blu-ray releases at a later date and more expensive, is because it's pretty much just supply and demand. I mean, in Japan, it's pretty much fucking backwards. I mean, Japan is like the birthplace of anime and manga, and of course, they still, you know, fucking, you know, jack up their prices to like $1 gajillion for like I think it's like $70, $80 for a 2-episode Blu-ray. Like, god damn, that is fucking expensive. And look, it's different in Japan. That's just the way they do things. But for us in, you know, in the West, like for example in Australia, the UK, Australia, and stuff like that, if anime and manga was more popular, there would probably be more DVDs, more Blu-rays, more manga, and at a lower price. But just because nowadays, unlike in the early 2000s with the boom of, you know, Dragon Ball, the boom of anime with Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, and just more. The list goes on. Back then, it was different. Anime and manga was a lot more popular as opposed to nowadays. It's just not as popular. That's why we get our DVDs and Blu-rays for more expensive. Manga is more expensive. It comes out later than Japan, is because it's just not as popular, and that's why everything is just not ideal for us anime and manga fans in these countries. Like I was talking about before, it's kind of cool to see people talk about anime and manga extensively because, you know, anime and manga is a niche. It was kind of cool to hear about, you know, people talk about anime and manga in the flesh because not many people really talk about it nowadays. So yeah, that's the end of the video. The footage is over. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Minotaur's fucking legit. If you want to check out the store, if you're in the area in Melbourne, that's the reason why I went in there, because I was in the area. I thought, fuck it, might as well go check out this awesome anime and manga store. If you want to go there, the address is 123 Elizabeth Street. Go check it out. You don't have to buy anything because at the end of the day, their shit is expensive as fuck. But like I said before, I guess it's somewhat justifiable, even though manga volumes are like $17, $18. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying that shit. But yeah, even though it is a little bit expensive, if you just want the experience, you just want to go and check out the store, you know, just go ahead and do so, man, because yeah, like the store, even though I didn't buy anything, I had a really good time just going in there and checking out, you know, all the anime and manga they had. Even the comics and all the fantasy stuff that I didn't really record, I checked out and I thought they had a really good, you know, variety of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe, and as always, I will be seeing you guys next time. Peace.